of Adrian College. I am Gabriel Trine. Alongside me is my color commentating partner and good friend Ian Went. Tyler DeWitt is here in the booth with us. Megan Abbey engineering today's game here on site. And the Bulldogs are here for homecoming. Today should be a great day for Adrian College athletics and Adrian College football.
Loser. Class of 1983 for football. Class of 1991 for field hockey and softball. Class of 2007 for baseball. Class of 2009 for softball. 2011 men's NCAA hockey team.
So Wisconsin Lutheran will get the football first from the 25, first and 10. Taking the give, Yaki throws it right side.
Yes!
Bulldogs get the football! He's going to try again. The away stands are rumbling. West. Snap is good, hold is good, kick is up away. This one will find its way through the uprights. Okay, it's 32-29 here on the campus of Adrian College. Kicking a field goal on fourth down. Snap is good. Hold is good. This kick is up away. This one is so good. Adrian College wins the football game. Adrian College wins the football game. They're storming the field. Who can blame them? 32-29 is the final score. What a moment. What a special way to wrap up homecoming's festivities here on Saturday.
We were floating down the river in your red canoe. You were laughing at my stories, oh, back from my youth. Yeah, and I remember thinking to myself that you were the one. Oh, you were stunning, you were lovely, yeah, you were fun. There was no one else I wanted to see. There was nothing
Faculty, staff, members of the Board of Trustees, friends of Adrian College, and students and friends over in the chapel. It is my great privilege to introduce to you the newest members of the Adrian College family, the incoming class of 2023.
Oh, that one time on the West Coast in the dead of night, we were watching cruise ships gently pass us by. Oh, and I remember gazing at your face in that starry light. Oh, thinking life don't get much better than a night like tonight. 'Cause there was no one else I wanted to see. There was nothing else I wanted to do. need to introduce myself. I'm a man of wealth and taste.
I'm a king of rock, there is none higher. Sucker MCs should call me sire. To hold my kingdom, you must choose fire. I won't stop rocking till I retire.
Now we rocked up parties and come correct. All sets are on time and rhyme connect. Got the right to vote and good elect. And other rappers can't stand it, but give us respect. I wanna rock.
Never in a million years would I have thought that I would be playing in France. I picked Adrian, one, because of this reason, and it's just an amazing experience. You get to see all the different types of play that they have. Like, they play a lot different here.
I think it's really like deep-rooted in all of us. I found my family at Adrian, so I think for me it's my second home. So to be a Bulldog on this team is a lot.
It's pretty unreal. Not a lot of colleges have this experience, and these are my best friends, so doing something like this with them is pretty awesome.
My teammates are my family. To get to experience everything with them and seeing these breathtaking views is just life-changing. I'm always going to remember this trip.
Into this world we're thrown, like a dog without a bone, an actor out on loan, riders on the storm.
And the music was good and the music was loud.
They are a totally different kind of like soccer player over here. It's a different style, different speed. Like, obviously there's a language barrier too, and I think it just really helped our team grow, like, both with skills and seeing different styles of play.
With this program, never give up. Like, always, like, we have a team all behind us. We have 29 girls, and you come in, you have best friends on the team. You have best friends right away, and everyone's competitive, but everyone is so close. You fight, you work hard, so you're also family. It's awesome.
Adrian has taught me a lot, not only as a soccer player, but as an adult. It's taught me how to persevere and never give up, and determination, which is also important in your field of study or your career. Being a Bulldog means to never give up. It means that you're expected to work hard and to give your all into everything you do, whether it's academics or athletics.
It means that we are watching soccer on the greatest stage that you possibly can see it, and we get to see a result of what we've put into women's soccer in general and how far U.S. soccer has come, especially for women.
The girls really seemed to take in all aspects of the trip, very engaged. They loved every minute. I loved every minute. It was so much more than I expected. I knew it would be great, but it really was fascinating. Just to see another culture. The games the girls played against a team from Lyon and then a team from Paris, that was amazing. They were just so fun to watch. The girls seemed to love it. It's a great experience.
I think the fun thing for me was I always see the girls just on the field, and seeing them, just their natural behavior and hanging with each other and see how much they actually mean to each other is really nice. It was different from seeing them on the field.
One of the things that we talked about on this trip was the concept of courage, and sometimes you have to have the courage to say no to a Division I offer because it's not the right fit. If you feel at home with us, then you may have to. It may take a little extra within yourself to say, you know what, that's where I want to be. I may have people around me saying that I should be playing Division I, but all of us here had options. And we chose to do something special in this place, and we don't believe in the division thing. I would put our experience that we're able to provide up against just about any college and university out there, and we work very hard to make that happen. We don't just think that happens by chance or that we're complacent about it. We work really, really hard to give our student athletes the best possible experience, and that starts from support from the administration to the facilities we have. To the ability to put a trip like this together that is once in a lifetime, and then we encourage our players to have the courage to make sure that it's not once in a lifetime. That when you leave here, you see the value in travel and investing in yourself, and you do it again, and you do it again. And as we told the team, there's going to be another World Cup in the next 4 years. You get to decide if you're there or not. So many things are happening around the world that you get to choose if you're going to take part or if you're going to take a seat. So hopefully all of our players coming in have that desire to live life to its fullest, and certainly I know the players that went on this trip walk away with a little bit of inspiration moving forward.
Welcome into the Marilot Sports and Fitness Center here on the campus of Adrian College as your Adrian College Bulldogs take on the visiting Trine Thunder as they make the trip from Indiana. The Bulldogs come in with a record of 7-8 and 1-5 in the MIAA, but they're on the tails of a 2-game win streak. As the second place Trine Thunder come into action. And I'm Ryan Cuddy. Thank you for joining into ACTV and listening on radio on WVAC 107.9 Adrian. I'm joined here with my co-host Trey Matthews. And Trey, this is going to be a good one, isn't it?
It is going to be a good game. It's a conference affair, so this separates the men from the boys and the women from the girls. And this is going to be a great challenge for the Bulldogs as they're taking on the second place Trine Thunder.
And these two teams kind of contrast in styles here. We got Adrian. They like to pound the ball in the post and play great defense. Trine, they are fast. They like to shoot from behind the arc.
Oh, man. If Trine gets going from 3, duck and cover because they're going to be throwing bombs.
As the starting lineups are being announced, we're joined here with Matt Kibbe and Mason Hosstetter. Mason running the top cam, Matt running everything on director. As Shatrice Graves gets announced as the starting lineup, and we're almost ready for some Adrian College basketball here on a beautiful Wednesday night. Once again, we thank you for joining us here on Adrian College TV. The Bulldogs coming off a win this past Saturday against the Olivet Comets. That came here in the Maryland Sports and Fitness Center. They're looking to win 3 in a row, all 3 coming here at home. As Trine, second in the MIAA behind the undefeated Hope. As Hope has been dominant all year long, 16-0. I mean, nothing. I mean, that kind of speaks for itself, wouldn't you say?
That does speak for itself, but you got to take it one game at a time. You got to focus on the Thunder before you focus on Hope Flying Dutchman.
That is true. As both teams are ready, jump ball will be between Kelsey Taylor and Shatrice Graves. Ref is setting the ball up, and we are underway here in the Maryland Sports and Fitness Center. Ball will be rebounded by Adrian. Rachel Buescher brings it up, and the Bulldogs will set up on offense. Buescher gets the ball. She'll drive left, kicks it out in the corner, and then she'll get the ball right back. Sends it back out in the corner. Riley Campbell inside. That shot no good. Rebound by Trine, and the Thunder will push for their first possession of the game. Bringing it up the floor, that's number 24, Katie Steers. She'll hand it off, and Trine will now work it around. Number 4 with it, that's Kayla Wildman. She'll send it in the corner, and then they'll go in the post. This is going to be a good matchup all game long. Shatrice Graves will foul Kelsey Taylor, and she'll head to the line for 2 as Trine looks. Sorry, check that. That was actually a foul on Trine, and Adrian will take over. Thank you, Trey, for that. No Adrian now will reset, and they'll get their second possession of the game, and the Bulldogs will work it out in the corner. Ball sends up top. Looking for Shatrice Graves in the low post, guarded tightly by Taylor. Adrian now will have to work it out. Drives in, kicks out. There's Graves. Sends it across pass. Beautiful ball movement. Adrian for 3. That shot off the mark. A good look, though, for Olivia Condrath of the Bulldogs. Trine now pushing the tempo. Drives in, lays it up with the right hand, and getting the friendly roll for Trine is Katie Steers, and she'll put the Thunder on the board first.
Bulldogs need to get their 3-point shots up because they've been struggling the past few games. They're only shooting 27% from out there as a team.
And a bad turnover there. Katie Steers in transition. She'll lay it up and lay it in with ease. And it's 4-0 early Trine with 8.5 minutes to go. Once again, we thank you for tuning in. Whether you're listening on 107.9 WVAC Adrian or here on Adrian College TV. Bulldogs control down 4-0 on the left elbow. And then the ball will be kicked out in the center. Shatrice Graves. Beautiful ball movement by Adrian. Number 33 drives and kicks. As Rachel Buescher finds out in the corner, number 25 with a good look and finding the bottom of the net. That's Addison Bergman. Bergman rating 3rd in the MIAA, shooting 50% from the field. That's volume shooting right there.
That is volume shooting, and her and Shatrice Graves, they're like the twin towers for Adrian College. Addison Bergman has 1.5 blocks. That's what she's averaging. Shatrice has 2.5. So if Trine is trying to go into the paint, good luck.
As Trine looks for a 3-pointer, it won't fall for Tara Banowicz, and Adrian will pull down the rebound. 4-2 lead here early on in the first quarter. Adrian controls as looking inside for Shatrice Graves is number 33, Olivia Condrath, but it's going to be intercepted by Trine. They're going to push the tempo like they like to do. Adrian getting back on defense. That ball will be deflected off the leg. of Addison Bergman, and Trine will control.
Excellent job by Bergman just to smother the defender and force her to make a smart play by just throwing it off her out of bounds and having Trine to reset. The Bulldogs need to rely on their defense if they want any chance of being this 12-14 Trine Thunder team.
Trine looking for a deep ball. That one off the mark, but another good look. That one was Bienowick. She ranks in the top of the MIAA in three-point percentage. You've always got to look out for her when she's spotting up from behind the three-point line.
Her and like 3 other girls, Ryan. This is a three-point shooting team.
Kelsey Taylor inside, and she'll get an easy layup, and it's 6-2 Trine. That ball tipped out of bounds, but the ball will stay, possession will stay with the Bulldogs. A good defensive heads-up play by Katie Steers, though, looking to catch the Adrian Bulldogs lacking, but just couldn't come up with the interception.
Bulldogs are going to look for Riley Campbell to be shooting from behind the arc. She's shooting 34 for. She's made 34 threes out of 100 attempts, having a 34% from out there.
That's something you can't do as Adrian turns it over. Missing the easy layup, though, was Trine, but a good look inside. Bienowick couldn't finish, but Kelsey Taylor had the rebound, and she'll be fouled, and she'll head to the line for 2.
Kayla Wildman, Kaylee Argyle, Tara Benowitz, Sophia Krieg, Shea Herbert, all those players you need to look out from shooting behind the arc for Trine.
Kelsey Taylor second on this Trine team in rebounds a game, averaging a little under 5.5. She'll knock down the first free throw.
Each one of those players is averaging over 35% from out there.
So many shooters that you got to look out for. It makes it so tough on defense as Kelsey Taylor will knock both down at the free throw line, and it's a 6-point advantage for the visiting Trine Thunder. Adrian with possession. Rachel Butcher on the left elbow, looking for Shatrice Graves. Couldn't find her, but Adrian will work around the arc. A 3-point look from downtown, and a nothing but net shot for Riley Campbell. That cuts the lead in half. It's 8-5 here with 6:10 still to go in the first quarter.
What did I tell you, Ryan? She's deadly from out there. She's the only consistent Bulldog to shoot from outside. They've been struggling with their shots, so they're going to rely on her to try to get them going from behind the arc.
Driving in the lane, they're going to say the foul was on the floor as Kayla Wildman got up a shot, but they're going to say the foul came beforehand. Possession stays with the Thunder. Passing coming from the baseline under Adrian's basket.
Near the cheerleaders, too.
Kayla Wildman will receive the inbound pass from downtown. That shot got blocked once. The aforementioned Shatrice Graves with her first shot block of the game.
Looking to get her shot block party going.
Rachel Butcher on the other end, lit it up with the left hand, couldn't finish, and a foul will be called on Adrian.
Hey, that's okay. Just to make sure they don't score and don't give Trine any second chance opportunities. That will be your Achilles heel for tonight's game.
Bringing up the floor for Trine, that is going to be Katie Steers. If you're listening on the radio, this is left to right on your radio dial. Adrian going from right to left. Katie Steers kicks it out in the corner. Wildman finds number 25, Shea Herbert. She'll drive in with the left hand, lays it up, lays it in, and it's 10-5 Thunder.
Herbert decided to go into the paint and take a risk. She's usually a good three-point shooter, but this time it worked out for her in the paint.
Rachel Butcher drives, spins, kicks it out in the corner, a good look, and that one will be in and out, but Addison Bergman with getting her shots up. You like to see that on the other end, fouling number 24 for Trine. That's Katie Steers. Picking up the foul is going to be Rachel Butcher. Chelsea Palmer checks in the game for the Bulldogs, and Sam Underhill for the Thunder, the freshman forward. Underhill from Grand Rapids, Michigan. 10-5 here with 5:12 still to go in the first quarter. Trine leads over your Adrian College Bulldogs.
Bulldogs are a great defensive team, but Trine's a great offensive team, so it's Clash of the Titans in my opinion.
It's going to be a fun matchup to watch all game long as a kickball violation will be called on Rachel Butcher.
Now, Ryan, I want to throw something at you. The Bulldogs are struggling with conference. They are 1-5 against their conference rivals. Their first win was their last game, beating Olivet 91-67. What do they got to do to redeem themselves and just get going?
Just got to keep the confidence up, kind of play your game, play defense, play tough-nosed defense, get your shots up, find Shatrice Graves in the post. That's always a good look. As Adrian controls on offense, Palmer with a look from the free throw strike. It's off the mark. Fell short, pulling down the rebound of the Trine Thunder. Here comes Katie Steers. She'll find number 25. That's Shea Herbert. As the Thunder with beautiful ball movement. Katie Steers from downtown from the right elbow. And she'll knock it down. It's an 8-point advantage for the Trine Thunder, 13-5.
Watch out there, Bulldogs. They're dangerous. Got to play up close on their jerseys.
Riley Campbell with a step back. Good look, fell short. Rebound by Steers. She'll push the tempo. Trine likes to play fast. They're going to throw it inside, but no one home. Too high for Rachel Stewart, the sophomore 5'7" guard for the Thunder, and it's going to go out of bounds. Adrian will take over.
I got something for you, Ryan. Riley Campbell is actually shooting better from outside the arc than she is from within. That's pretty rare, especially at this point in the year, more than halfway done with games.
Yeah, it's crazy to think, but a 3-point specialist you got to look out for. Adrian controls. Ball sits at the left elbow. Shatrice Graves finally getting her first touch as Trine's played great defense on her all game long. The Bulldogs trying to work it around the arc as Riley Campbell was looking for the pass, but it's going to be tipped out of bounds off of the Thunder. That was Katie Steers getting her hand on it, the 5'9" senior from Portage, Indiana.
They're denying Shatrice Graves the ball every time she's away from it, and there's a turnover.
A bad turnover off the inbound for the Bulldogs, and then picking up a quick foul in transition was Olivia Condrath. You can't give Trine extra possessions because their prolific offense is going to make you pay.
You give any team extra possessions. You give offensive rebounds. You turn over the ball. It's an Achilles heel. Also, missing your free throws can also kill you.
Katie Steers will knock down the front end of these 2 free throws, pushing the lead to 9 for the visiting Trine Thunder. Adrian, coached by Kathy Morris in her 27th season. Trine's head man is Andy Rang in his 2nd. Knocking both down at the line was Katie Steers. That pushes the lead to double digits. It's 15-5 here in the Marilot Sports and Fitness Center.
Every time someone says Kathy Morris is in her 27th season, listen, that's older than me. I'm 20 years old. I'm 20 years old. 7 years before she started here, 7 years before I was even born. That's impressive and just excellent right there.
Consistency as well for the black and gold. Chelsea Palmer looking inside, a beautiful look. It's going to be tipped out of bounds. Addison Bergman is who she was trying to find, but it bounced off of Thunder's hand inside. Adrian controls, throwing in from the baseline under the basket. Inbounds play is going to go to Bergman, kicks out to Campbell. Riley Campbell finds Rachel Butcher. Adrian working around the arc. That's Kara Wernette, but she'll turn it over. In transition, go the Thunder. Wernette picks up the foul as going to the line for 2 is Rachel Stewart, the 5'7" sophomore guard, and Trine up 15-5 early, and 2 more free throws coming up.
And this is coming on the turnover. The Bulldogs have got to tighten up their offense and their defense. Miss a free throw right there, so you'd much rather her either miss all of them or just miss one, so that way you're not really giving them full momentum.
Rachel Stewart hits the back end of the 2 free throws. She'll split them at the line, 1 and 2, and it's a 16-5 lead for the visiting Trine Thunder as they've came out hot. Rachel Butcher drives left, puts up a tough shot, no good. Chelsea Palmer inside with a rebound, and she'll put it up and in. Lead cut down to 9, 16-7 for the 12-4 Trine Thunder. Your Bulldogs looking to continue a 3-game win streak as that shot was off the mark as Michaela Artis looks to push their win streak to 3 games as they're on a 2-game win streak at the moment. Riley Campbell with it on the left elbow, looking for a screen from Bergman, doesn't use it. She'll kick it out in the corner. Boucher finds Bergman, back to Boucher. She'll drive right. Wernette out in the corner. There's Riley Campbell for 3. It's going to be short.
Looked like she rushed that one.
Good closeout defense by the Thunder, and Trine pulls down the rebound. Sam Underhill to number 14. That's Sophie Sloniker. Trine working the ball around, finding an open number 23. Sam Underhill couldn't hit the mid-range J from the left corner. Adrian pulls down the rebound, and Rachel Butcher will bring it up. As we have a minute 45 still to go in the first quarter. Adrian trailing 16-7. Bergman was looking for Campbell. Ball got tipped, but Campbell's there to retrieve it.
Trine did their scouting report homework. They're keeping the Bulldogs out of the paint and forcing them to shoot from three. They're denying Shatrice and Addison the ball. They're smothering Riley from the three-point range. They're doing their homework right now. This is what I'm liking the defense so far from the Trine Thunder.
Ball gets tipped out of bounds. We have 3 seconds remaining on the 30-second shot clock for the Bulldogs. They're going to get something up quick. Riley Campbell couldn't control the pass from Addison Bergman. And a shot clock violation is called on the Bulldogs as they were not able to get up a shot.
Playing against their jerseys is the Trine Thunder. That was excellent defense. Even if the Bulldogs were to get a shot off, it would have been an awkward one.
Michaela Artis brings it up. She finds Sam Underhill out in the corner. Back to Artis. She'll get a screen from Underhill. Then a beautiful pick and roll executed between Artis and Underhill. And an easy lay-in for two for the aforementioned Sam Underhill. And the lead is back up to 11 for the visiting Trine Thunder as we're inside a minute here in the Marilot Sports and Fitness Center.
Found a mismatch that she liked, and she exploited it.
Rachel Buescher with it. She'll drive left. She's looking for Addison Bergman. Beautiful defense. She'll find a cutting Riley Campbell back inside to Bergman. Puts up with the left hand. That shot wouldn't fall. In and out. Was halfway down and out. Ball gets deflected out of bounds off of Bergman. And with 42.7 seconds remaining, it's been all Trine Thunder here early on.
It has been all Trine doing their homework both offensively and defensively. This is why their record is what it is. They are 12-4, and they are right now on a 4-game winning streak. They beat Albion 63-45 in their last appearance.
Alexis Silmans just checked into the game for the Bulldogs, and Shatrice Graves has joined her on the floor as well. Trine with it as the Thunder looking to set up inside. There's a fadeaway. Jay in the paint won't fall for Underhill. Rebound by Shatrice Graves. She's near the top in the MIAA in that statistical category. Shot clock is turned off. Buescher puts up a tough shot, no good. Rebound by Trine. They're pushing the tempo. 12 seconds remaining. Inside, a beautiful pass and a good look, but it won't fall for number 20. That's Rachel Stewart. 5 seconds remaining. Chelsea Palmer pushing the tempo. Finds Rachel Buescher. 3 seconds, down to 2. Inside to Palmer. Puts it up at the buzzer on a hook shot that won't fall from the low block. And we are going to head to the second quarter as it's an 18-7 lead for the visiting Trine Thunder. Stick with us here on Adrian College TV, or if you're listening on 107.9 WVAC Adrian. It's an 18-7 lead for the visiting Trine Thunder. We'll be back right after this. We're back here on ACTV and 107.9 WVAC Adrian, your Adrian College Bulldogs, hosting the Trine Thunder as we're just about ready to get the second quarter underway. Thunder lead 18-7 as they have a 9-point advantage as the second quarter just about ready to get set underway. Trine will inbound after Adrian won the opening tip. Shea Herbert's going to inbound to number 24, Katie Steers, and the second quarter is underway here and the beautiful Marilot Sports and Fitness Center. Kelsey Taylor up top. She'll work it inside as Katie Steers put up a shot, but it hit the bottom of the backboard. Shatrice Graves with the rebound. Adrian working quickly. They're going right to left on your radio dial. Beautiful defense by the Trine Thunder as Adrian's finally able to get it past half court. Rachel Buescher with it. She'll get a tough screen at the top of the key from Shatrice Graves. She'll lose her dribble, and then she'll kick it out to number 20, Taylor Besgrove. Adrian now working around the arc, and Shatrice Graves holding at the top of the key, and she'll get called for a traveling violation with 9:25 remaining in the second quarter.
She was trying to pivot and look for the open woman, but unfortunately she took too many steps in the process.
Adrian shooting themselves in the foot here early on.
Yeah, you got to clean up the turnovers. You're a defensive team, but right now don't let that be just the only thing you rely on. You need some offense to go on too. Oh no.
Chelsea Palmer was trying to bring it up forward. She'll get called for a travel, so back-to-back possessions where the Bulldogs get called for a walk.
Even if she would have made that pass, that would have been a backcourt violation. So she was in a no-win situation right there.
Trine Thunder control. With it is number 4, Kayla Wildman. She'll pivot around. She finds number 25, Shea Herbert. She'll drive baseline inside. Gets the tough shot over Chelsea Palmer. Great defense, but better offense for the Trine Thunder, and it's a 13-point advantage for the visitors. Adrian in the home white, black, and gold. Trine in the visiting blue and silver.
I think it's navy blue, wouldn't you say?
Close enough. As Rachel Buscher kicks it out in the corner. Number 20 drives. That's Taylor Besgrove, and she'll kick. Foot on the line, but it's going to fall for Alexis Silman for the Bulldogs, and that pushes the lead down to 11 for the Trine Thunder.
Even though Alexis has only taken 4 3-point shots prior to that one, she's still deadly and has a cannon on that arm.
I think the refs called the foot on the line.
Oh, they did?
They called it a deep 2.
Oh, man.
As Kelsey Taylor goes to work on the other end for the Thunder. She can't hit, as she had a point-blank shot, but beautiful smothering defense from the Bulldogs. Buscher pushes the tempo. She'll drive inside. Tough left-hand layup. Gets it up and gets it in over the 6'1", Shea Herbert.
This is how you do it. They exploited Trine's defense. There was an opening, and they got the fast break point right there.
Adrian kind of giving Trine a taste of their own medicine as they go quickly in.
But they are still down by 9, and Trine has all the momentum, so don't get satisfied yet. Tie it
JC
up.
Parnett is going to be smothered by 3 Bulldog defenders. They're going to call it jump ball, and possession arrow is on the side of Adrian, so the Bulldogs will take over.
Here we go. Here's your chance to go on a run and exploit Trine even more. Right now they check Riley back into the game to get more 3-shot opportunities, and they're going to look for pick-and-roll action from Shatrice to try to finish inside the paint.
As Besgrove inside to Shatrice Graves. She'll drive in. Tough shot. No good on the runner. Kelsey Taylor pulls down the rebound. Here come the Thunder pushing tempo the other way. Tough shot foul called as Katie Steers is going to head to the line for 2. As getting past the Adrian defense and kind of forcing that foul.
Hey, that's what you do. If you don't think you can get a good shot off, try to fool the defender so that way you get fouled and try to get to the free throw line. They're free for a reason.
Katie Steers, the 5'9" senior guard, is going to hit the front iron. It's going to bounce out on the first free throw. So the lead remains at 9. 7:14 remaining. Once again, we thank you for joining us here on ACTV, or if you're listening on 107.9 WVAC Adrian, as the back end of the free throws will fall for Katie Steers, and the lead is pushed to double digits, 21-11. Your Bulldogs trail here on home court.
Back to double digits again. Don't get sloppy with the ball right now.
Rachel Buscher with it. She's going to drive right, get a screen from Chelsea Palmer. There's going to be a defensive foul called. That's going to be on Tara Bianowicz of the Thunder.
Looks like the Bulldogs want their Twin Towers checked back into the game. Addison Bergman, number 25, is going to check back in for the Bulldogs.
Rachel Buscher setting up the offense. She'll kick it out in the corner to Riley Campbell, the 3-point specialist. As she'll give to Rachel Buscher, she's going to have to work around the arc to a cutting Campbell in the corner. That's Edison Bregman, but she's going to airball that 3-point attempt. And the Trine Thunder will pull down the rebound. Number 25 drives in for Trine. She'll kick it out to number 4, Kayla Wildman. She'll drive, looking for Kelsey Taylor. As she's swarmed by a host of Bulldog defenders, she'll put up a shot, but they're going to call a traveling violation beforehand.
She ran into a brick wall of Bulldogs right there, forced her to take a few steps back, and unfortunately, you can't do that in basketball. That's called a travel, so Bulldogs have got to capitalize on this turnover.
Adrian doing a great job on defense, kind of swarming, Trine offensive players, as Rachel Buscher was driving left, and she'll be bumped, and a foul is called on the Thunder with 6:16 still to go in the first half.
No, you're correct about that, Ryan, but keep in mind, Trine is still up by 10, so hopefully the Bulldogs can go. If you go on a 5-0 run right now, you just cut this lead in half. So just take it one possession at a time if you're the Bulldogs.
Rachel Buscher goes behind the back. And a couple nifty dribble moves. She'll kick it out. Riley Campbell for three. That one's off the mark, wide left. As pulling down the rebound for the Thunder is going to be Shea Herbert. Trine pushing the tempo like they love to do. Out in the corner. Beautiful pump fake. As the Thunder now work it around. That's Kayla Wildman. She'll get a screen from number 25, Shea Herbert. Wildman drives left, and then she'll kick it to the top of the key. Number 23, Sam Underhill with it. She'll go to Katie Steers. She'll step back from downtown. No good. Rebound inside by Herbert. She'll kick it out. That's a deep two off the mark for Wildman. But the Thunder with the third offensive rebound of the possession. Trine still controlling as they'll work it around. Wildman for three from the right elbow. It'll fall. And the Thunder will make you do that. Extra possessions, and they'll make them pay from downtown.
You gave them possession number uno, dos, tres, and that killed you. Wildman is deadly from the three-point range, shooting about 38% from out there.
Bergman on the offensive end for the Bulldogs is going to be fouled as she tried to put up a shot from the low post. Foul will be called on Herbert of the Thunder.
Bulldogs coming into this game are shooting about 62.5% from the free throw stripe. So
the first free throw will fall. Addison Bergman looking to go 2 for 2 from the line. The lefty will knock them both down. 24-13 as Trine picked up their third foul of the half on that possession.
Something about that lefty form is just beautiful, Ryan.
It's money from the free throw strike there as Wildman controls. She'll go inside. Herbert backing down. She'll put up a right-hand hook shot. No good. Tratrice Graves trying to pull down the rebound as the ball will be tipped out as it looked like she had it on the floor, but then it fell out into the hands of Katie Steers of the Trine Thunder, and she had an easy lay-in.
Unfortunately, Tratrice got swarmed right there like bees on their hive, so it happens sometimes.
Alexis Silman finds Bergman, and then she'll kick it to the right elbow to Rachel Buescher, and then she'll be bumped and fouled by Rachel Stewart as she was trying to drive left. That's Stewart's first foul. Inbounding for the Bulldogs, it's going to be Riley Campbell.
Almost a turnover again.
Campbell gets the ball back off the inbound from downtown, and she'll knock it down.
Great teamwork by Silverman and Campbell right there. Campbell knocked down that three in the corner. That's the shortest distance from three-point range.
She loves that corner three, does Riley Campbell, and it pushes the Trine lead down to 10. As the Thunder will control, they're going to go inside. Herbert backing down, puts up a tough lefty. Shot inside, and she'll knock it down over Bregman and Campbell as they were contesting on defense for the Bulldogs. Rachel Buescher will drive right. Beautiful spin moves, puts up a tough shot. No good, as having the help defense for the Thunder was Shea Herbert. And they're going to say that was a foul called on the Bulldogs. Trying to pull down the rebound. That's going to go on Buescher.
Unfortunately, Buescher tried to make a great move down in the post, but there were too many Thunder there to greet her.
Bringing it up the floor is going to be Katie Steers, working left to right on your radio dial. Ball gets sent inside. Back out to Steers. She'll drive in. Tough up and under with the right hand. It won't fall. Riley Campbell pulls down the rebound. Up to Buescher. As they'll set up now. Tratrice Graves looking for the ball at the top of the strike, and the ball will be tipped out of bounds off of Trine as Buescher was looking to go inside to Campbell.
They've held Tratrice scoreless all game so far. And Tratrice actually leads the team in field goal percentage with 44% from out there. So Bulldogs looking to inbound it right here. And that was a dangerous pass by Campbell, but she still got it to Alexis either way.
That's a three from the left elbow, and it will fall. As knocking that one down was Cara Wernette, the 5'7" freshman guard. As Trine tried to work quickly, they threw it up to Wildman, and she'll collide with Wernette. They both seem to be okay, which is good. With 3:02 remaining, It's a 28-19 lead for Trine.
That was dangerous right there. My heart skipped a beat. I'm glad that both players are all right, but that looked dangerous from up here, Ryan.
A high-speed collision as they were both looking for the ball. Trine controls, foul called, and that's going to be on the Thunder. As trying to create some space for herself in the low post is Rachel Stewart, but she'll be tagged with a foul. Checking into the game for the Thunder is going to be Jace Parnett and Kaylee Argyle. Trine controlling a 9-point lead over their MIAA foe, your Adrian College Bulldogs. Bergman with it on the left corner. She'll work it to the top of the key. Adrian now working it around. Riley Campbell with it. She'll step back. That one is going to be short. Rebound inside. Chelsea Palmer handed off to Bregman. And they're going to call it jump ball, and possession arrow will be in favor of the Thunder, I believe. Yes, it is. And Trine will take over on possession.
We hope you're enjoying this game on Adrian College TV on YouTube and WVAC 107.9 FM radio.
Trine controls in Adrian's zone. Beautiful jump step. Shot no good. Too strong from Jace Parrott, who just checked into the game. And the Bulldogs will pull down the rebound. Rachel Buscher looking inside for Chelsea Palmer. Too strong out of her reach, and that one will go out of bounds out of the baseline.
I like the idea, but unfortunately the execution just wasn't there, Ryan.
Chelsea Palmer was open if they were able to complete the pass in the low post, but it was a tough pass as she was getting draped all over by Katie Steers.
It was going to be a tough play either or, but unfortunately we won't live to see what happened.
Kaylee Argyle brings it up for the Trine Thunder. She'll hold the ball on the left elbow. She'll get a screen from number 23, Sam Underhill. Trine now will work inside. Weidman gets a shot inside. Shot no good, but a rebound by Parrott. Out to Wildman. She'll step back. Doesn't take the shot.
I'm liking the defensive effort so far from the Bulldogs. They're doing a much better job.
Sophie Sloniker inside to Sam Underhill. She'll be fouled. And they're going to say the foul occurred before the shot got up.
Yeah, easy call right there.
No free throws will ensue, but Trine will hold control with 20 seconds remaining on the shot clock. 1:33 on the game clock. As they try to work it inside, it's going to be tipped out of bounds. That's going to be off of Chelsea Palmer, quickly out of the inbounds. Alexis Silman checks into the game for Kira Wernette, who knocked down that three just a little bit ago. The Thunder find Sophie Sloniker as they'll work it around. That's Weidman in the corner.
We're approaching a minute before the halftime break, so hopefully the Bulldogs can keep this to single digits, and then once period 3 starts, you just strike.
As looking to drive was Sophie Sloniker, but getting called with a blocking foul is Chelsea Palmer, as the Thunder are now in the bonus.
Hey, make them earn it at the line.
As the front end of the two free throws is going to bounce all around the rim but not fall. 28-19 here inside the Merillat Sports and Fitness Center here on the beautiful campus of Adrian College, as the second free throw will fall, and it's a 29-19 lead for the visiting Trine Thunder.
Just answer back and play smart. You got a minute left. Try to get this down to single digits if you can.
Chelsea Palmer was looking inside for Addison Bregman. Couldn't complete the pass, but Trine will turn it right back over. 60 seconds remain here in the first half. The Bulldogs working it around. Number 24, Alexis Silman, finds Chelsea Palmer inside. She'll be bumped, fouled. Shot won't fall, but she'll get 2 free throws at the line.
There we go. She only has 2 points this game, so build up your stat total by maybe working at the free throw line like she just did there.
Shatrice Graves checks into the game alongside Taylor Besgrove for your Bulldogs.
They've held Shatrice in check for the first half so far.
Trine has. They've had swarming defense on arguably the best player for this Bulldogs team as Chelsea Palmer misses the first free throw.
Well, what I'm seeing is they're denying her the ball before she even has it and trying to set a pick for her teammates. And when she does have the ball, they're playing smothering defense to the point where they almost double team her to force her to make a play, or she'll turn the ball over easily.
Chelsea Palmer knocked down the second free throw. It's 29-20 in favor of the Trine Thunder. Here we're inside a minute. That's a three ball for Wildman from the left corner. Shot won't fall. Chartreuse Graves trying to pull down the rebound. She'll deflect it, and it's going to go out of bounds. And the Thunder will hold possession. Inbounding it for Trine is going to be Argyle. She'll throw it up to the top of the key to Sineker. She'll kick it out. It's going to be Trine with good ball movement. Wildman will drive left on Palmer. She'll be fouled. Shot won't fall. But 2 more free throws will come up. Shot clock is turned off as we're inside 30 seconds, 28.7 to be exact. And Trine looking to push this lead back up to double digits.
Seeing a lot of hacking with the last few minutes in period number 2, Ryan.
Both teams not letting any shots come easy here in this first half. Both teams with 5 fouls apiece. As Wildman will split them at the free throw line. She'll go 1 of 2 as she'll knock down the second. So we have 25 seconds remaining. Riley Campbell brings it up 30-20. Adrian down 10 here with time winding down in the first half.
Don't do what you did period number 1, which is give Trine another possession opportunity. Hold it for the last second so that way you're guaranteed the last shot.
Riley Campbell inside of Bergman. Outside, Besgo for 3. No good. Chartreuse Graves trying to pull down the rebound. She couldn't, but Palmer does. She'll be blocked inside. Getting another look. That one won't fall. And the buzzer will sound. And we will head to the second half as Adrian did a good job of staying in it. As it looked like Trine started out hot. Adrian was able to kind of get it to single digits. Trine worked it back up to 10. And that's where we leave it off here at the end of the first half.
What I'm seeing, Ryan, is eye for an eye right now. The Bulldogs chip away slowly, and when it does look like they're about to strike, Trine just takes the wind out of their sails. And if you're the Bulldogs, you're down by 10. That's not a lot in terms of basketball, but if they go up by 15 or even 20, this game could get out of hand. So they need to come out with a vengeance in period number 3, come out fast, and it looks like Riley Campbell is getting checked by the trainer. Hopefully she's all right and will return for period number 3. But I just hope that the Bulldogs can just get their shots going and just play a little better defense and clean up both ends of the court right now. Because I'm seeing a lot of sloppy play too many times.
Trine, the three-point specialist, kind of held in check. Chartreuse Graves also held in check, and it's a 30-20 lead. Stick with us here on ACTV and 107.9 WVAC Adrian FM as your Bulldogs are down 30-20. Stick with us here on ACTV.
Don't go anywhere.
And I'm feeling the strain. Oh, it is shame. Oh, give me the beat, boys, and free my soul. I wanna get lost in your rock and roll and drift away. Give me the beat, boys, and free my soul. I wanna get lost in your rock and roll and drift away. Won't you take me away? Beginning to think that I'm wasting time. I don't understand the things I do. The world outside looks so unkind, and I'm counting on you. You can carry me through. Tell me you get lonely when it's cold outside. Tell me that you're only barely getting by. I need to know it hurts every time that you hear my name. It ain't the same without me, girl. Tell me you get lonely. Sometimes you're up all night crying over me. You gotta take off work to catch up on your sleep. But that just don't work now, does it, baby? Tell me you get lonely when it's cold outside. Tell me that you're only barely getting by. Need to know it hurts every time that you hear my name. It ain't the same without me, girl. Tell me you get lonely.
I love Adrian College because of the individual attention to detail and how much individual attention that each student gets. Honestly, that's my favorite part. Being such a small college, it means that we each get a lot of care. For example, in the music and theater departments, I've gotten to play every kind of role you can imagine, plus I've gotten to do technical theater, music of all sorts. I've gotten exposure to several different areas of every jurisdiction. And just being a liberal arts school, you get exposure to several different areas of learning anyway, and I think that that it's important to have that umbrella of education. Right now, my scholarships are going to make it a lot easier for me to pursue the career I want without falling into that awful trap, and I think that that is something that so many people are scared of and that thankfully I don't have to be. I am Adrian College.
We are AC.
I am Nikki Chayeski. I am a senior from Kalamazoo, Michigan, and I am studying business marketing, and I am also getting my certificate in graphic design. I was interested in Adrian College because of the varsity synchronized skating team and the figure skating team. And when they partnered with the Kalamazoo Promise, it seemed like the perfect opportunity to continue both my education and my athletics and figure skating. At the time, coming from Kalamazoo Public Schools, I had a special scholarship called the Kalamazoo Promise. The summer before my senior year of high school, they announced a new partnership with some of the private institutions in the state of Michigan, and the Kalamazoo Promise was then added so I could then attend Adrian College, which made it a huge package deal so I could both skate and get an education. I love to travel. We just had the fantastic opportunity to travel on behalf of Team USA through the synchronized skating team, and we got to go to Milan, Italy, and Rouen, France. We also got to go to Sweden, Austria, Germany, and Scotland. Some of the things I've definitely photographed are like landscapes when I'm traveling, specifically in the state of Michigan, because being born and raised in Michigan, it's somewhere I like to travel a lot. I've also shot a lot of photos of figure skating, both synchronized skating and individual, and it's cool to see like the reactions, especially being like your friends, and you can like send them to them and just seeing how happy it makes them. It's something I really do love, is that for sure. I am driven by constantly being surrounded by people who support me and the activities that I truly love. Kind of going back to the whole, if you enjoy what you do every day, you'll never work a day in your life. That's what my life is surrounded by, where I truly do love skating and helping children, and all the activities I'm a part of, it just really pushes me forward. Some of the people who've helped me to reach success are both my parents and my coaches throughout the years. A professor at Adrian College that has really impacted my academic side is Dr. Ellsworth.
Nicole is absolutely the kind of student that I came here to teach. I could have gone to an Ivy League school or a Big Ten school, but I chose Adrian for students exactly like Nicole. She is the quintessential, iconic scholar athlete. She gives back to her community. She's smart and driven, and I'm so happy to know her.
She is one of the most passionate and caring professors I've ever had, and she also really fosters creativity and innovation. One of the reasons I love Adrian College is the people you get to meet. They come from all over the world, which is really unique, and some of my best friends I've made here.
Lights go out and I can't be saved. Tides that I tried to swim against brought me down upon my knees. Oh, I beg and please, singing, come out of things unsaid. Shoot an apple off my head, and a trouble that can't be named. A tiger's waiting to be tamed, singing. Confusion never stops, closing walls and ticking clocks. Gonna come back and take you home. I could not stop, but you now know, singing, come out upon my seas. Curse missed opportunities. Am I a part of the cure, or am I part of the disease? Singing.
My name is Jack Stover. I'm an international business major, minoring in German and economics. I'm from Troy, Michigan, and I'm a senior. So I came on a tour to Adrian. I loved it. I fell in love with the campus. It was a great school. The coach, Trine Williams, he's amazing. And it actually made me rethink my whole college choice. I was originally committed to go to the University of Alabama, but I decided that wasn't the place for me and that Adrian College was the place for me. At first, I wasn't involved a lot on campus. I joined SAE in the fall of my freshman year, and that really brought me into campus and everything that else is involved with it. Outside of the classroom, I love drones. I'm really into drone photography. I'm also training to become a pilot right now, so I'm in flight school at the Lenawee County Airport, and I love traveling. My favorite thing about Adrian College is all the opportunities to grow. Just in leadership, we have a leadership and ethics minor. The president offers a leadership class. We have the National Society of Leadership and Success. And further than the classes and the organizations that we have, each professor, staff, and faculty member are willing to sit down and teach you and see where you're struggling and help you along your way. My family definitely helped get me where I am now. I wouldn't be anything without all the lessons my mom, dad, and sister taught me. My friends and brothers in SAE have also been a huge help and a big support system for me. And on the professor side of things, Professor Beth Heiss has been a great mentor to me at Adrian College.
Jack Stover's going to leave.
We are back live here inside the Marilot Sports and Fitness Center. You are tuned in to the Adrian College Sportsnet and listening live on 107.9 WVAC FM as your Adrian College Bulldogs will inbound and they'll open up with possession to start out this second half here on the beautiful campus of Adrian College. Adrian down 30-20, first possession of the half as the Bulldogs are working it around. Shatrice Graves with it. She'll go inside. Addison Begman will be fouled, and she'll head to the line for two. That foul is going to go on number 25 of the Trine Thunder. That's going to be Shea Herbert as Bergman now at the line for two, looking to open up the score here in the second half. 9:36 remaining in the third quarter.
The Bulldogs are looking to get the Thunder into some foul trouble because Bulldogs have fouled the Trine Thunder 12 times in the first half compared to Trine's only 6 against them. So the Bulldogs are just looking to get to the charity stripe a little more often.
Bergman knocks them both down at the line. It's 30-22. I'm Ryan Cuddy, joined here by Trey Matthews. We got Mason Hotstetter running the top cam and Matt Kibbe working the director here inside the Marilot Sports and Fitness Center. Trine with their first possession here in the second half as they'll work it around the arc. Number 4, Kayla Wildman inside. That's going to be a kickball violation, and luckily because Kelsey Taylor and her were not on the same page as Taylor went to the top of the key. Ball was thrown into the post. No one was home, but a kickball violation on the Bulldogs. 9:15 to go here in the third quarter. Trine inbounds. They're going to work it inside. Kelsey Taylor on Shatrice Graves. Pass fake inside. Shot will not go, but a foul is called. Shatrice Graves, usually a name you hear a ton for the women's Adrian College basketball team. Not a lot today. Great stifling defense, and that's all credit due to the Trine Thunder.
No, it's not a lot, and because Shatrice leads her team in rebounds at 9.7 per game. She has 146 rebounds total for the Bulldogs prior to this game. She is beating her team by a landslide in that category. But right now, Trine is doing an excellent job defending her on both offensive and defensive to prevent her from getting into the hot streak she usually is.
As that three ball no good. Kelsey Taylor went 1 of 2 from the line. Adrian worked quickly, and a good look for number 33, Olivia Kondrath for the Bulldogs on the other end. Wouldn't fall. Trine pulls down the rebound, and we've got 8:50 to go here in the third quarter. Kelsey Taylor with it on the right elbow to the top of the key. There's Kayla Wildman for the Trine Thunder. She'll go inside, and this ball is going to be kicked out. Beautiful ball movement here by Trine. Ball finds its way back to Wildman. She'll drive left. Tough lefty layup. No good. Kelsey Taylor fights off Shatrice Graves to the rebound. Puts it up with 2 on the shot clock, and she'll bank it in. 33-22 Trine.
Right now, Kelsey Taylor is doing a great job of just going at Shatrice.
A sloppy foul there by Katie Steers at midcourt, trying to intercept that pass off of Rachel Bucher.
And the Bulldogs looking just to find some openings and exploit this Trine defense, because Trine is playing superb defense against the Bulldogs.
Addison Bergman with a fadeaway shot, wouldn't fall. Ball pulled down by number 25, Shea Herbert of the Trine Thunder, and the visiting Trine Thunder will set up on offense. We've got 8:05 remaining here in the third quarter. A beautiful pass inside from Kelsey Taylor to number 11, Tara Bianowicz. Bianowicz, usually hear her name from the outside. She's near the top of the MIAA in three-point percentage, but that one from point-blank range. And on the other end, Bianowicz will foul Bucher as she was driving right.
Hey, sometimes when you're wide open, you miss it, but sometimes when you're contested, you make it easily. It's give or take, depends on the player.
35-22 here early on in the third quarter, and on the inbounds pass is going to be intercepted there by Herbert.
Very sloppy.
Trine now pushing the tempo, which they love to do. Wildman in the corner for 3, no good. Rebound by Bucher. She'll push the tempo. She'll drive left, puts it up with the left hand, and a beautiful finish over Bianowicz.
I love that effort from Bucher, just using her speed and her strength to her advantage. She wasn't scared by the Trine defense that was in her rearview mirror. She just put her foot to the gas pedal and just said, bring it on.
Trine on the other end, they're going to work it around, and a 3-point will fall for Kayla Wildman. And there's that 3-point hot streak for Trine. You've always got to look out because they can spark at any time.
Actually, the Bulldogs did a good job of defending the 3-point shot in the first half, limiting Trine to just 25% from that range.
Shatrice Graves is going to drive right from the free throw strikes. Tough shot, no good. Beautiful defense by Kelsey Taylor. Trine pulls down the rebound. And the Thunder will bring it up. 6:45 to go, and it's a 14-point advantage for the visiting Thunder. They are up 38-24. As the Thunder will set up, Kelsey Taylor on the left elbow will kick it out for 3. That shot no good, but a good look for Bianowicz. Rebound Shatrice Graves, and she'll be fouled inside by Herbert.
And you know something, Brian? I find the period number 3 in any level sport the most pivotal one in the sport of basketball, because if you're trailing, this is your time to get the momentum and try to claw back into the game and possibly take the lead. But if you have the lead, here's your chance to make it out of reach. So I find the third period very pivotal for both of these respective teams.
Kondrath inside of Shatrice Graves to Bergman, and then the ball will be kicked out back to Olivia Kondrath to Rachel Bucher. She's in the right corner, and then she'll drive to the left side. Was looking for Addison Bergman, couldn't find her. Shatrice Graves hits the deck, fighting for possession. Jump ball is called on a tie-up. And it's going to be Trine Thunder basketball with 6:09 still to go in the third quarter.
I like the idea, but the execution, it was not there. Bergman had 2 defenders on her, so if you pass her the ball, you put her into a very difficult spot. So the Bulldogs have to be a little smarter on offense.
Trine controls. Rachel Stewart out in the corner finds a wide open Herbert for 3, no good. Rebound Bucher. She'll bring it up, 5:50 to go, 38-24 advantage for the Trine Thunder. She'll drive in, kick it out, Olivia Kondrath for 3. That one too strong. Ball pulled down by Shea Herbert of Trine.
Missed everything.
The Thunder pushing the tempo. There goes Katie Steers. She'll take it herself, and then she'll kick it out. Wildman for 3. No good. Shatrice Graves with the rebound. A good look for Trine.
See, that was an excellent look by Trine. And the Bulldogs, they can't collapse on defense. They can't just focus solely on the paint. You have to spread out and make sure you're guarding the 3-point line. It didn't hurt them this time, but you can't keep on trying to keep on missing.
Shatrice Graves with a deep 2 from the top of the key. That one went halfway down and out as she received the pass from number 30, Riley Campbell. Trine controls as we are inside 5 minutes to go in the third quarter in the Maryland Sports and Fitness Center. That's a three for Wildman on the left elbow. Shot no good. So a couple good looks in a row for Trine, but neither of them falling. Riley Campbell pushing the tempo, drives inside, no foul called, and she couldn't finish the layup. Shatrice Graves getting physical as number 24. Katie Steers pulled down the rebound. She'll be called for a foul under the Bulldogs basket. It's the Trine basket, and the Thunder will take over.
That was a smart foul because you prevent Trine from going on the fast break and possibly making this an even bigger lead, because in this day and age of basketball, the three-point fast break is not uncommon, especially for a good three-point shooting team like Trine.
Katie Steers brings it up for the Thunder. She'll give it Kayla Wildman on the left elbow. She'll get a screen and she'll work to her right. She'll drive in. That ball got tipped. It's going to go out of bounds. That one is going to go off of Wildman, the 5'10 sophomore guard. So with 4:28 to go in the third quarter, Trine leads at 38-24. You're listening to the Adrian College Sports Net, broadcasted live on 107.9 WVAC FM. You can stream it for free on Adrian College TV.
On YouTube.
Thank you, Trey. Chelsea Palmer with it at the top of the key. She was looking for Edison Bergman inside. The ball got deflected back to Palmer. She found Bergman once more, but she was short on the mid-range jumper. And the Thunder are now pushing the tempo. Beautiful block inside by Bergman. Rebound by Bergman. She'll find number 10 for Adrian, Kira Wernette, but then the Bulldogs will turn it over to the Trine Thunder, and they'll reset on offense. 3:50 to go.
Hopefully Shatrice checks back into the game. Looks like she's getting checked out by the trainer. Hopefully she's all right.
A block once more for Bergman, but another offensive rebound for Trine. Step back shot is too strong for Shea Herbert, and the foul is going to be called in the low post. That's going to be on Addison Bergman, which hurts because the Bulldogs were looking to set up in transition, but the ball will stay in the Bulldogs' end.
You like the aggressiveness, but unfortunately you can't jump on the player's back when you're trying to go for the defensive rebound. And Bergman, unfortunately, they couldn't get the fast break opportunity right there.
Shea Herbert checks out of the game for Trine, and a beautiful inbound pass inside, but it's going to be stripped away. Bulldogs now running as the Thunder were getting back on defense, but that pass too far out in front in the right corner for Alexis Silman as the ball just missed her outstretched arms. And another turnover for the Bulldogs. We're inside 3.5 minutes to go in the Marriott Sports and Fitness Center. 38-24 remains the score in favor of the visiting Trine Thunder.
Bulldogs are tipping it everywhere. They're playing very sloppily. I'm not really liking this effort so far.
Sophia Kriag drove right. She'll be fouled. Made the shot, but it won't count. They're going to say the foul was on the floor, and a blocking call will be called on Addison Bergman. Excuse me, that was on Alexis Silman, her first of the game. Ball will be inbound and going up high for the catch with Sam Underhill, and Trine will now set up their offense. Driving right is Sophia Kriag. She's swarmed by a host of Bulldogs defenders. Somehow found Sophie Sloniker in the paint. She got blocked, but it's going to be out of bounds off the Bulldogs. 7 seconds remain on the shot clock. 3 minutes remain on the game clock. Trine with control off the inbound. Bulldogs defense swarms, but it's going to be kicked out in the corner for three. That shot no good, but a good look for Sloniker of the Thunder. Adrian now working quickly. A wide open three, too short.
Two things I want to say. The Bulldogs have got to play better on defense because they were focused so much on the paint that they forgot the three-point arc, and that Trine is deadly from out there. And for Alexis, I really like that three-point opportunity and her hustle play to try to get the offensive rebound because she knew it wasn't going to go in.
Shatrice Graves checks back into the game for Addison Bergman, the 6'1 sophomore forward. She's such a force in the paint for this Bulldogs on the offense and defensive end. So is Shatrice Graves heading to the line for Trine as the Bulldogs are already in the bonus.
That's not good. And Shatrice checks back into the game. As I said, she was getting checked out by the trainer, maybe just some muscle tightness and just needed to loosen up. Glad that she's back on the floor for the Bulldogs to try to help them claw back into this ball game.
Yep, good to see Graves back in and healthy as Sam Underhill knocks them both down at the line, and the lead is pushed to 40-24. Trine starting to open it up here in the third quarter. Wernette brings it up for the Bulldogs. She was looking in the corner, but it got tipped away and deflected and intercepted. Here come the Thunder. They're working quickly. Driving in, but beautiful defense. Wernette tipped it. A host of Thunder and Bulldogs hit the floor. Jump ball and possession arrow is in favor of the Bulldogs, so they will take over.
2:23 remaining in period number 3. I would love to see the Bulldogs try to go on maybe a 5-0, 6-0, or even a 7-0 run just to make this a single-digit affair.
Wernette brings it up. She'll kick it out in the corner to Alexis Silman. Inside, Shatrice Graves drives in, kicks out. Chelsea Palmer, mid-range J is good.
There we go.
The lead is pushed to 14 as the Thunder with a 40-26 lead. We're inside 2 minutes in the third quarter.
Fundamental basketball, I like it. That's what wins games. Just ask Tim Duncan.
For 3 from the right elbow was off the mark, too wide left. Sophia Kriag had a good look. Foul is called in the paint. That's going to be on Adrian. I think they're going to call Shatrice Graves. And
Correct,
they
you
will.
are.
So heading to the line for 2 more free throws of the Trine Thunder.
You can't be giving them free throws like this. You can't be hacking them because the Bulldogs, I like their defensive aggressiveness, but unfortunately, there's a difference between being aggressive and just playing sloppily.
Thank you for tuning in to Adrian College Sportsnet, broadcasted live on the airways on 107.9 WVAC FM. You can stream it live on YouTube on Adrian College TV as the Bulldogs down 41-26 with 1:45 to go in the third quarter. Kayla Wernette brings it up. She'll give it to Alexis Silman, looking inside to Shatrice Graves. She'll put up a tough shot. Foul is called, and she'll head to the line for 2.
Trine's defense has only allowed 6 points in period number 3, and we have 1:38 remaining. Defense is excellent, and they're taking down the Twin Towers of Adrian College.
Make sure to follow Adrian College TV on Instagram and Twitter. Like us on Facebook. And you can now follow the new TikTok at Adrian College TV. 41-27 as Shatrice Graves knocks down the first free throw. The second one will fall. She'll go 2 of 2 from the strike, and that'll cut the Trine lead to 13. Adrian trying to scrap and claw their way back in it and stick in it. For 3 out in the corner, a good look for number 21 of the Thunder. That was Sophia Kriag. It was off the mark, and the ball will be deflected out of bounds off of the Trine Thunder. So Adrian now with 1:25. They're hanging around.
They are hanging around, but you need to get some shots going.
Bucher with it on the right elbow. She'll find Wernette for 3. Wide right, Shatrice Graves hits the deck. Beautiful heads-up play to kick it out to Silman. Back to Bucher in the paint to Chelsea Palmer. She'll be fouled and 1. A beautiful play from Shatrice Graves with a heads-up play. They're working around the arc and find Chelsea Palmer inside. She'll be hacked, make the bucket, and a chance for the old-fashioned three-point play with 1:06 remaining in the third quarter.
And Ryan, that's how you do it. You just try to get to the line, give your team some energy and just some motivation to try to cut this lead down. She misses the free throw, but that's okay. Just keep rebounding.
Like you said, Chelsea Palmer couldn't hit the and one free throw. Trine holds. We're inside a minute to go in the third quarter. 41-30 lead for the visiting Trine Thunder. Number 20 up top with it. That's Rachel Stewart. She'll work it inside. Kelsey Taylor backing down on Shatrice Graves. Puts up with the right hand. No good.
Whoa.
Couple of players hit the floor as Shatrice Graves tried to save it. It's going to be out of bounds. Hitting the floor was Sophie Sloniker of the Thunder, and I believe it was Kara Wernette of the Bulldogs. They both seem to be shaken up. Hopefully they're okay.
Yeah, just landed awkwardly. That happens sometimes. But I'm liking Shatrice's effort so far. She's diving onto the floor, trying to give the Bulldogs some extra possessions offensively, and defensively she's just trying to keep Trine to 1 possessions. I love that effort so far, just diving and putting her body on the line. You like that as a teammate, a coach, and a fan.
Trine gets the inbound from under the basket as Wildman was trying to work it inside of Kelsey Taylor, but it's going to be deflected off the left foot of Rachel Bucher, and a kickball violation will be called. 41 seconds even remain on the game clock.
They could go 2 for 1 if they hurry.
Trine controls at the top of the key. They're going to work it into the low right post to Kelsey Taylor. She'll kick it out. And a traveling violation was called on Michaela Artis as she tried to work too quickly and drive inside, but she'll be called for a walk. So game clock and shot clock separated by about 3 seconds, Trey. And the Bulldogs down only 11. They can cut it to single digits.
They can. Hold it for the last second. Trine is going to get the last possession of the basketball, but it's going to be a full court, and here we go, travel right there.
Shatrice Graves was working in the left post, but she'll be called for a walk on the Bulldogs end. So back-to-back possessions for Trine and Adrian that result in a traveling violation. Shot clock turned off with 19.5 seconds remaining in the third quarter.
Too many turnovers for the Bulldogs. They got to clean this up in period number 4. You're only down by 11. That's not a lot in terms of basketball.
Final 10 seconds of the third quarter. Michaela Artis holds it at the top of the key. Screen came from Kelsey Taylor, but she'll be called as hitting the deck was number 10, Kira Renette, and an illegal screen called with 6.4 seconds remaining in the third quarter. 41-30, and another chance to cut the lead to single digits for the Bulldogs.
Smart basketball play by Kiera.
Trey, they're going to turn it over off the inbounds, and a foul will be called. Rachel Stewart harassed Renette on the inbound play and was able to pull up with the interception. Renette called for the foul, and heading to the line for 2 free throws is Rachel Stewart.
See, that can't happen. If you keep doing that, Trine is going to extend this lead, and it's going to make it harder and harder to come back from.
The free throw will fall. The first one will fall for Rachel Stewart, and that brings the lead back up to 12 for Trine. 4.2 seconds remaining. Stewart is going to be in and out. As looking for the rebound inside was Shea Herbert of the Trine Thunder. She lost control, and 2.8 seconds remain on the clock here in the third quarter. Adrian should be able to get up a shot. It's going to be tough. It might come from about half-court range.
It will be tough, but you got to take what you can get.
Alexis Silman inbounds to Riley Campbell. She's pushing the tempo. Half-court heave is going to be off the mark. It came close. And at the end of the third quarter, we head to the fourth, 42-30 here on the Adrian College Sportsnet. Trine leads it by 12.
Don't go anywhere.
Welcome back here inside the Merillat Sports and Fitness Center as the Trine Thunder hold a 42-30 lead. The second place Trine Thunder in the MIAA. They're looking to continue their win streak. Bulldogs came in with a 2-game winning streak of their own as well. It's 42-30 Trine with the first possession of the fourth quarter. Kelsey Taylor sets a screen for Stewart that was Steers as she drove right and then kicked it out to the left. Number 11 controls. That was Tara Bjarnowicz. She'll find Kelsey Taylor, and then it'll work back to Steers on the right side. She'll drive baseline, out in the corner. A three-point opportunity for Bjarnowicz. Bang! 45-30, the lead is back up to 15 for Trine, and every time it seems like Adrian's really starting to inch closer. Trine pulls off a couple big possessions as that shot fell short for Riley Campbell. Inside, Chelsea Palmer grabbed the rebound and put it back up and in. 45-32 with a little under a minute played here in the fourth quarter.
Well, listen, basketball is a game of runs, and right now Trine has been going on runs constantly. The Bulldogs, they need to go on a run themselves if they want any chance to possibly tie this or even win this game.
Kelsey Taylor had a shot on the low right post, but it was a good defensive play by Shatrice Graves to be able to deflect the shot, and it fell off the mark. And Rachel Bucher will control for the Bulldogs. She'll find Alexis Silman in the left corner, and then she'll work to Bucher where Silman was initially. Bucher now working to the top of the key. finds Chelsea Palmer, and she will be called for another traveling violation. That's been hurting Adrian so far this game, just sloppy play.
It's been their Achilles heels. They have opportunities to come back. They're only down by 13 with the amount of times they've been turning the ball over. But if they want any chance to strike, stop turning the ball over. I'm sure their coach can't be too happy about that.
Wildman had a good look in the right corner for three, but that one was off the front iron and fell out. Rebound by the Bulldogs, and Alexis Silman will bring it up for the Adrian College Bulldogs. Silman finds Bucher. She's controlling on the right elbow, gets a screen from Chelsea Palmer, was looking for Palmer, but then finds Shatrice Graves inside. Tough shot, no good. Tried to pull down her own rebound, couldn't. And it'll be out of bounds off of Shatrice Graves, and Trine will take over with 8:06 to go here in the fourth quarter.
Shatrice tried to do what she normally does, but Trine was there to smother her and just bother that shot just a little bit. They've been doing an excellent job of that.
The Thunder now with possession inside 8 minutes to go here in the fourth quarter. Herbert kicks it out in the corner for three. That stills, and that shot's off the back iron. Shatrice Graves pulls down the rebound. She'll give it to Rachel Bucher, and she'll work up. Adrian working left to right if you're listening on 107.9 WVAC-FM Adrian. We're also streaming live on YouTube at Adrian College TV. There goes Riley Campbell, puts up a tough shot from the left elbow. And an interesting looking floater, but it worked out all the same. And the lead is now slim to 11.
Slowly but surely, the Bulldogs trying to come back into this one.
Trine working around the arc. Bienowicz pulls up for three. Off the mark. Rebound by Alexis Silman.
I like that. I like that effort.
Adrian now with it. That's Riley Campbell. Guarded up tight, as you would imagine, from the three-point line. Gets a screen from Shatrice Graves. And then she'll get the ball back for three. Bang! That one's good. It's a single-digit game. And that forces a timeout from Andy Orang of the Trine Thunder, and it's an 8-point Trine lead.
I wasn't sure if I saw Riley Campbell or Steph Curry. She was heavily contested, two defenders on her, and yet she still switched that home. That looked sweet from up here, Ryan.
A 45-37 lead, and it seems like the first time in a long time Adrian is down just single digits.
Well, they've been down single digits before. Like I said, I think in period number 1 or 2, when they were clawing back their way into the game and made it a single digit affair, you can't get satisfied. Trine, this is why they called the timeout. They're trying to take the wind out of your sails, and they're trying to answer back. So for the Bulldogs, keep your composure.
We got Mason Hotstetter and working the top cam, Matt Kibbe working director. They're up here with us. I'm Ryan Cuddy, joined here by my color commentary partner, Trey Matthews. Make sure to follow Adrian College TV on Instagram, Twitter, like us on Facebook, follow us on TikTok, a new addition to the Adrian College TV social media.
I feel like a grandpa with TikTok, honestly.
As Trine getting set to inbound off the timeout. It's 6:50 to go here in the Marilot Sports and Fitness Center. It's a 45-37 lead for the visiting Thunder.
Right here, you got to play smothering defense. Deny Trine Stars player the basketball, guard the perimeter, and don't collapse on defense.
Katie steers to Shea Herbert. She'll drive right. Foul is called, and one. And a beautiful move by Shea Herbert, as the foul will be called on Shatrice Graves, and the lead is back to 10 and a chance to move it to 11 for Trine.
What did I say, Ryan?
They were going to work the ball to Shea Herbert.
And right now, the Bulldogs, they just makes the free throw, answer back quickly. You only got 6:38 to do so. This is your last opportunity in regulation.
Riley Campbell brings it up. She'll give to Alexis Silman on the left elbow, looking inside for Shatrice Graves. Too high, and she was not able to come down with a pass, and the ball will fall out of bounds, and Trine will take over.
You know what makes Shatrice special, Ryan? She only stands 5'11", yet her arms are really long, which allows her to get the rebounds and the block shots. Sort of like what JaVale McGee is for the Lakers. Just extremely long arms, able to make defensive plays.
Trine works it inside, and a good look wouldn't fall for Kelsey Taylor, the 6'2 sophomore forward. Adrian pulls down the rebound, and they'll work quickly. Shatrice Graves from the free throw strike pulls up, shot all around the rim, and fell out. And another empty possession for the Bulldogs, as Trine will work quickly.
Like the effort from Shatrice. She doesn't usually shoot it from out there. She has attempted no three-point shots at all, but she's working her way to there because right now they're giving her little to nothing in the paint.
Kayla Wildman finds number 24 in the corner. That's Katie Steers. She'll work it inside. Kelsey Taylor one-on-one with Shatrice Graves. She'll be tied up. Jump ball is called, and Adrian will take over.
Smart, scrappy defense by Riley Campbell. Goes to the defender's blind side, sneaks up behind her, and forces the jump ball to possession of the Bulldogs of Adrian.
Beautiful help defense, like you mentioned there, from Riley Campbell. Checking in the game for the Bulldogs is number 10, Kira Wernette, the 5'7" freshman guard from Sheridan, Michigan, Central Montcalm High School. As Kelsey Taylor will check out for the Trine Thunder. 5:35 to go here in the fourth quarter. It's a 48-37 lead for the visiting Trine Thunder. Rachel Bucher gets a screen, will work left. Foul is going to be called. That's going to be an off-ball foul on the Thunder. 21 seconds on the shot clock, 5:27 on the game clock.
Love to see him go on a 5-0 run right here, right now, Ryan.
Rachel Bucher will work to her right. It got stuck in the paint but kicked it out. Bergman almost turned it over, but a beautiful pickup by Renette. She couldn't finish inside, but it's going to be deflected out off of the blue and silver. 48-37, 5:15 to go here in the fourth quarter. That's Renette inbounding, was looking for Rachel Bucher, couldn't find her. Ball got tipped and a foul will be called. That's going to be on Adrian. Trine will take over.
You only have 5 seconds to inbound that basketball, and Trine did an excellent job playing close to the Bulldogs jerseys, making sure no one was open and forcing the inbounder to throw a very sloppy pass, force a turnover, and also get the foul. Just add insult to injury.
Steers with it. She'll find Janowicz. She'll kick it out. That's Herbert finding Steers once more. She's on the right elbow. She'll look out. Janowicz will drive baseline inside. Foul's called. She'll head to the line for two. More free throw opportunities coming up for the 12-4 Trine Thunder. Looking to push that record to 13-4. Adrian going to try to scrap and claw their way back as they hold a record of 7-8 on the year.
Bulldogs are 6-3 against non-conference opponents and 1-5 against their rivals. So they got to kind of clean this up because playing your rivals, that's what's going to determine playoff standings. That's what's going to determine how you do in the playoffs, in fact. It's sort of like a prelude.
Trine looking to push the all-time record between these two programs to 18-17. They're both 500 at 17 apiece.
So a little bit of more pride is on the line. Not only are they rivals, this is for bragging rights, sort of.
Adrian 10-7 at home in program history against the Trine Thunder, but knocking both those free throws down was Tara Bianowicz, the 6-foot sophomore guard. And it's a 12-point lead inside the Marilot Sports and Fitness Center with 4:38 to go. 49-37. No one home for Rachel Bucher as she was looking out in the corner, but a little bit of a miscommunication between her and Addison Bergman. Bergman cut to the low post, and I think Bucher thought she was going to trail out to the left corner, and no one was there.
Unfortunately, the player cut a little too early for Bucher to make a decision, and no one was home, as you stated.
Wildman drives in, finds Bianowicz inside, tough shot, and it was off the mark. Adrian pulls down the rebound, trying to work quickly. There goes Bucher. She'll drive left, inside, tough shot, no good. Rebound, Trine. The Thunder now pushing the tempo, and then they'll slow it down smartly was Katie Steers. 4 minutes to go here in the fourth quarter. Bianowicz with it on the right elbow. She'll find Herbert out in the corner. Steers working from left to right. And then she'll find Bianowicz for three. That one fell short. Riley Campbell pulls down the rebound.
Right now, the Bulldogs just need a big shot to go in right here, right now.
Rachel Bucher controls. Adrian working from left to right on your radio dial. Trine from right to left. Out in the corner, that's number 33, Kayla Sovereign. She'll find Riley Campbell for three. That one off the mark, wide right. Rebound, Trine.
I'm liking the full court press from the Bulldogs. They're forcing Trine to take some tough shots and just hurry across the backcourt.
There goes Herbert. She'll drive right, no good, but a rebound inside. A good look, but the Thunder couldn't finish. That was Sam Underhill inside. And on the other end, Chelsea Palmer lays it up from the left post and in. 10-point game, 49-39 with 2:55 still to go.
That all started with Addison Bergman's relentless defense. I like that. Trine's going to call a timeout to try to take the wind out of Adrian's sails once again to prevent them from going on a huge run. But Bergman and Shatrice, just two dominant players.
49-39 and a minute timeout is called from the Trine Thunder. Stick with us here as your Bulldogs down by 10.
Don't go anywhere.
Welcome back here live inside the Maryland Sports and Fitness Center. Your Adrian College Bulldogs trail the visiting Trine Thunder 49-39. Thank you for listening. If you're on 107.9 WVAC FM or if you're watching on the Adrian College Sports Net, your Bulldogs trail by 10. Trine inbounds, 2:45 to go here in the fourth quarter. Kayla Wildman controls on the left elbow and she'll drive left. Tough shot, foul called as she got Sovereign off her feet. Drew the contact, couldn't hit the shot, but she'll go to the line for 2 free throws.
Unfortunately, she got Kondrath and Bergman to jump a little too early. They both were trying to be aggressive to block that shot, but that was a smart play by Trine to get to the free throw line and just force the Bulldogs even into more foul trouble. They've just been hacking Trine all day.
Kelsey Taylor is checked back in the game for Trine. The first free throw is no good. From Kayla Wildman, hailing from Rockford, Michigan, attended Rockford High School, did the 5'10 sophomore guard. Wildman will knock down the back end of the 2 free throws, and it's a 50-39 game. 2:38 to play here in the fourth quarter inside the Maryland Sports and Fitness Center. Time winding down on your Bulldogs as Rachel Bucher with it on the right elbow. Adrian working from left to right on your radio dial, Trine from right to left. Shatrice Graves with it on the free throw strike. She'll give it to Chelsea Palmer, and she'll get it right back, but that shot too strong. Beautiful defense there from number 44, Kelsey Taylor.
Tried to do a cut and go. It was not successful. Trine wasn't biting, and Shatrice, unfortunately, she just couldn't finish. That was a good planning, but the execution was poor.
Trine with it. Beautiful back cut pass. Herbert inside, tough shot through the contact, no foul call, but she'll put it up and in. We're inside 2 minutes, and it's a 13-point advantage for the visiting Trine Thunder. Rachel Bucher trying to work quickly. She'll find Shatrice Graves. She'll put it on the floor. Tough shot. No good as it seemed to stand on the rim forever. Wouldn't fall. Trine pulls down the rebound, and they will slow it down with 1:40 to go here in the fourth quarter.
Gravity is just not Shatrice's friend right now in terms of the basketball.
Beautiful drive inside for Katie Steers. She'll lay it up and in, and the lead is widened to 15 coming out of the timeout. 54-39, 1:25 to play. Inside, Chelsea Palmer backing down on Herbert. Fadeaway Jay is no good. Rebound, Kelsey Taylor. And Trine with a commanding 15-point advantage. 70 seconds remain in the fourth quarter. Herbert finding Banowicks on the right elbow. She'll give it out to Kelsey Taylor. Was looking inside, but there's the long arms of Shatrice Graves. 60 seconds remain. Adrian having to work really quickly. They were looking for Chelsea Palmer inside, but it's going to be deflected out of bounds off of Shea Herbert of the Thunder.
They were looking, but unfortunately they couldn't find anything. Great defense by the Thunder.
Adrian going to have to make something happen very quickly. Olivia Kondrath with it. She'll drive baseline. Tough shot. No good. Shatrice Graves there for the rebound. She'll be fouled by Weidman, and she'll head to the line for 2.
And you know, on the other end, the Trine Thunder, they're just going to try to waste as much shot clock as they can because time is on their side. For the Bulldogs, it's not on their side. So, and you certainly don't want to foul them and send them to the free throw line.
Shatrice Graves is short on the first free throw. 46.5 seconds remain here in the Maryland Sports and Fitness Center. 54-39 Trine advantage. Both free throws fell short. Rebound by the Thunder.
Thunder are holding the Bulldogs below their averaging amount of points per game against a conference foe, because the Bulldogs coming into this game were averaging about 55 points per game against their conference foes.
Katie Steers kicks it out. Herbert finding Wildman on the left elbow.
No need to rush for the Thunder.
And it's foul call. That's going to be on Trine, but it is looking like the Thunder are going to improve to 13-4 and 7-1 in MIAA action. Your Bulldogs looking like they're going to drop to 7-9 and 1-6 in conference play.
And the Thunder are going to extend their 5-game win streak.
Chelsea Palmer with a baseline J, no good. Kelsey Taylor pulls down the rebound. Shot clock is turned off. Trine will get it across half court, and the Thunder come in to the Maryland Sports and Fitness Center from Indiana, and they're going to go back with a 54-39 conference win, as the Bulldogs were just trying to chip away after going down early but could not. Before I want to hear your post-game thoughts, Trey, I would like to send WVAC 107.9 FM back to their regular scheduled programming. And Trey, 54-39, your final game thoughts.
Well, here's my thoughts on the Thunder and Bulldog game. The Bulldogs had many opportunities to try to claw back in and go on a game of runs, as basketball is. But unfortunately, Trine held them in check. Trine answered back. Trine called very smart timeouts to try to take the momentum out of the Bulldogs. They held Shatrice in check. Bergman, she did all right, but not as dominant as she usually is. And right now, they denied both of those players the ball and played tight defense on them every time they did, making a shot very uncomfortable. So Trine just played excellent defense and offense all throughout, and the Bulldogs just had no answer, even if it looked like they were just clawing back slowly but surely. What did you think, Ryan? Let me throw it to you.
I mean, I think, like you kind of mentioned, I think the most shocking thing was how great Trine did on defense. Shatrice Graves, 44.5% shooter. Addison Bregman, 50% shooter. And they were both well below that. They're stifling defense. And it wasn't just when they had the ball. It was off-ball defense is what I thought kind of really stood out. Because Adrian was having a tough time getting it to them. And it wasn't just them not being able to convert. When they had the ball, Trine's defense was still stellar. But I think it started with off-ball defense.
I'm glad you brought that up. For any of the folks watching at home, for any kids watching at home, that's how you play great defense. Deny the star player the ball so that way they don't have an opportunity to try to make something out of it. That's excellent defense by the Trine to a T tonight, denying the star players the ball. And every time Riley looked like she was going from three-point range, they just smothered her as well. And unfortunately, the supporting cast of the Bulldogs couldn't back up their star players, as they were also held in check. So it was just a great all-around defense and offensive effort for the Trine Thunder, and the record shows why they're so good.
The Bulldogs fall here at home 54-39. I'd like to thank Mason Hotstetter running the top cam, Matt Kibbe running director, Trey Matthews here on the color, and myself, Ryan Cuddy, as your Bulldogs fall 54-39. We thank you for tuning in to Adrian College Sportsnet, as the Bulldogs are back in action this Saturday at home. It's going to be at Alma at 3 p.m. Your Bulldogs fall here at home to the Trine Thunder 54-39.
Adrian College impacted my life so profoundly. I was able to be engaged in so many activities on campus just from the start of one invitation. For that simple invitation, I was able to be part of student government. I decided to be part of the dance team, joined a sorority, and so many other experiences that I wouldn't have been able to take part of if I wasn't engaged by just one individual. Along the way, I had the opportunity to talk with many professors and have them as great advisors to me throughout my career in Adrian and throughout my life as an individual working in the field of education. I'm very grateful to all of those individuals that have helped me get to where I am today.
We have to motivate our lives and we have to motivate our youth because we don't want them to go through the same things they put us through. We have to be different and live better lives.
Hi, I'm Anton Horton, exercise science major. I'll be graduating in December, and I'm from Detroit, Michigan. I chose to come to Adrian College because the high school that I went to, it had about 500 students. It was small classroom sizes. I was able to visit this campus in high school. Once I got to the campus, I loved the way that it looked. The classroom sizes were, kind of the same classroom sizes that I was used to from high school. So I felt like this place would be perfect for me. My freshman year, I came in with about 20 individuals from Detroit, Michigan. My sophomore year, a lot of those students left. We come to graduate, we spend money to come here, our parents invest in our education. I believe that retention of African-American students is very important. I believe that we all come to college to create a better opportunity for ourselves. And I believe that Brothers in Action has been an organization here that gives students the opportunity to pretty much struggle and also become successful because they've learned how to deal with those struggles. Students who join Brothers in Action see a major shift in their GPA. Students from all backgrounds can get involved. We motivate students, inspire students. We want students to develop networking skills, communication skills. Coming to Adrian College, at first it was kind of tough for me. I received a letter from Bridget Winslow my freshman year, kind of telling me that, if you don't get it together, if you don't get things together, then there's a possibility you won't be here the next semester. But that letter has led to the relationship that I have with Bridget Winslow. She's the one I can go talk to about anything. She's the one who gives me great motivation and encourages me to push through. She also gives that motivation to a lot of students in our organization.
Anton is a very unique individual. He's compassionate yet has a competitive edge, which is very fun to watch because he pushes his peers to reach outside their comfort zones and pushes them to be more than I think they can even be.
And I think that showing that you care for a student helps the students in so many different ways. President Docking, being able to talk to your president. I can't stress enough the importance of having a relationship with your faculty and staff. At other schools, students will never be able to talk or meet their president, their vice president, or their dean. It's a different kind of vibe here that helps me think and pushes me to want to be the best leader that I can be. A tip that I'll give you guys is that it's okay to be a leader. It's okay to be different. We need more leaders in this world today, but we need people who think on their own and can help encourage others. There's too much bad things going on in our world today, so if you want to be a leader, you can be a leader. After graduation, I plan on joining the military. I'll be gone for about 5 months. After I come back from the military, I will then attend Wayne State University to pursue a master's in education leadership. One day I would like to be a principal, then eventually be superintendent. I would love to be the superintendent of Detroit Public Schools one day. And I believe that that's my passion, and I believe that's my calling. So I will be the superintendent of Detroit Public Schools one day.
We have to start winning and stop thinking about defeat. We have to keep pushing until our goals are complete. We have to chase greatness to get rid of the pain. We have to stop just doing things and start using our brains. We have to work so hard they start thinking we insane, and then one day those same people gonna remember our names. We have to start being ourselves and forget about being everybody, because we are somebody.
My name is Steve Gregg. I graduated in 1968 from Adrian. The college had a great impact on my life. I first got a great education here, and even more importantly, I met my wife here. She was in the class of '69, and we were married in the college chapel. It's a great experience, Adrian College.